So I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and that is the protests in Hong Kong. You're dealing with, let's talk about the state of the world right now. Amazon's on fire. There's a lot of parts of Africa that are on fire. Yeah, protests in Hong Kong have been going on for quite a while. You had the yellow vests going on, protests going on over there overseas. You got a lot of stuff going on right now. And I feel that that's because we are going towards a global recession. Maybe not. It won't be. When I say things, it don't be like that clear. It doesn't happen 110% the way I said it'll happen, but you get the idea. Like I mentioned those movies, Elysium. It's not going to be exactly like that. No, but it's still going to be a global downturn. I think that overseas, people are more politically involved, and not just politically. I want to be sure about it. I want to be clear. I think that you have people who are more involved in their food, more involved in their government. They're more involved. I've spoke to you guys about Trump, the trans ban, and all this stuff, and how he pushed for the Jerusalem deal. Sorry, once he got home, I'm sorry. I've been out all day. When Trump pushed for the Jerusalem deal and the world blocked him, he's like, well, said the chickie he sent to the UN was like, oh, when the U.S., our citizens want something, we expect the U.S. didn't want that. All the polls were like, what? Same thing with Social Security. You're going to cut that now. It's a lot of things that people don't want, but Trump just uses, because he's a dictator. That's kind of what he's saying. I'm a dictator now. I'm not even going to pretend to do things that are in the best, for my people. The only thing that matters is my opinion, and that's all that matters. That's basically what I guess you could say he's saying right there. You're living in the final stages of capitalism, meaning that promises made are not being kept. Law enforcement's going to get more violent, and it has to, because you're dealing with people who are desperate, and you're dealing with people like me. When I got arrested, I told the DA, I said, the judge had, basically said I could get my firearms back, but the officer wasn't filling out the paper. I told myself, I said, if cops are going to just violate judges' orders and court orders and just do whatever the heck they want, why should anybody follow the law? I mean, for real, why should anybody follow the law? What's the point? If I have to go to court, or I'm going to be fined, if I have to go and deal with all these fines and failure to appear, which I didn't have, I'm just saying, if I have to deal with all the things that come from me not cooperating with the law, why should I cooperate with the law at all? Why not flee the scene of an accident? Why not? I mean, make sure the person's okay. But I mean, why cooperate with police at all if all they're going to do is violate the law? And I believe to this day that me coming out and talking to them like that, and them realizing the police was basically dirty, made them really start to help me. Because I got the mayor's office, DAs. I was pissed. Cops wouldn't release my firearms back to me like almost 2 years later. I was fucking dirty. Lady told me the secretary of the damn team office lied to me. And the damn secretary, somebody at CMPD told me it never takes more than 30 days from the time of your court, from the time of your court till you get your property back. That never happens. It never happened. I went to court. I did everything I was supposed to do, and all this time later, you still ain't. And the black secretary I talked to gonna lie and say it could take years. Goddamn liar. That's why I tell you guys. Sometimes some of our biggest trouble in the black community is ourselves. That's just true talk. That's real talk. You may not like it. I'm telling you straight up. What I've seen in my life that some people do you the most damage It's people who look like that. Other blacks. Don't let them have a little job somewhere. Don't let them have a little job. Oh, God. They will destroy you. They will destroy you and not even gain anything. If you don't know something, you tell me you don't know. When you lie to me and that's when I started realizing that position of authority don't mean nothing. They abuse that shit. A lot of things I was told about cops when I was a kid, it's true. Call 911 and they lie and they'll tell you that you gotta do this, that, and the other for a stolen car. It'd be bullshit. Straight up lies. Or you call about a house alarm in the neighborhood and you say, I'll speak to an officer. You sit out there, cops never come. The dispatcher cleared the call. How rare is that? I'm willing to wait for an officer for a house alarm and you clear the call. You got that 1 in a million black man that's actually concerned about what's going on in his community, and you like basically fuck him. See, that's dirty, man. And that's why people don't like you. Some people hate the cops. It's not because we criminals. It's not we bad people. Not because I'm out here committing crimes or raping people or breaking the law. I went to my court appearance. I don't run from my problems. Understand? Joshua does not run from his problems. That's why we don't trust you, and that's why we don't respect you, because you don't respect us. And I've seen that. It's almost like I wanted to believe in white supremacy and the way the system works. As I've gotten older, nah, man. I'm not. Anyway, the system of capitalism breaking down. And you'll say, well, China's communist. No. Because they're engaging in capitalism too. It's a little bit different. It's command economy, but they're still engaging in capitalism. As the dollar loses its value, because I always try to take it back to the economy. When people do things, I try to take it back to class and the economy, so you guys understand that desperation leads people to do desperate things. You understand that? It's like a man commits a crime, but it spans from him doing drugs, losing his job, his house, whatever. So now he's desperate. So then that leads to him breaking in somebody's car. Yeah, that's horrible that he busting your car. I'm sorry that happened. But it's things that led up to that to make him do that. Does that make sense? I'm trying to get folks to understand. But yeah, anyway, I just I watched those police run into the crowd with guns out. And I think one of them had to shoot their gun off or something. You realize that they really don't have control. When you get to the point to where you're needing to use firearms on a crowd of protesters, you don't have any control. And those cops don't even really carry guns out there, I don't think. You know? People don't know why you have all this disruption and chaos right now. That's why. Because you're watching downfall of capitalism. You're watching capitalism fail. You're watching it in slow motion, but you're watching it fail. And so people are desperate, and governments are going to take bigger moves and bigger chances and bigger gambles, and people are left out of the discussions that involve them the most. I've been thinking, when is that going to come here? I was thinking, when the yellow vest going to come here? Then you hear about the Hong Kong thing. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. When's the yellow vest going to come here? Yellow vests, they were protesting. Where was that at? Oh my God, I forgot what they were protesting at. That went on for a while. I think it's maybe still going on. And Trump was like, oh, this is, they want Trump. France. Happened in France. Went on for like 20-something weeks straight. 10, 20 weeks straight. Yep. I stopped following it. I kept wondering what's going to come here. And Trump's like, oh, they want Trump. No, they don't. What they're protesting is the fact that they've had a high standard of living and the taxes now hurt them, so they're losing that standard of living. It's weird. Conservatives like talk about Europe being fucked up. I read something where this guy was talking about like anybody that complains about capitalism should have to go live as a Marxist or a communist for a year. And this guy was like, anybody that supports capitalism should have to live making $7 an hour for the year, and it's true. It's exactly true. That's why I've said in earlier videos, I don't, just because I can work and make my $200 here and there, and I don't look down on people. I was trying to get on that yard jacket today, and the dude was like $17 an hour. I'm like, no. No can do. That's horrible. That's horrible. But I mean, for him, he had no over-the-road experience. They put him through training, so that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad job. Especially if you were working in a factory before that, busting your ass and stuff. That's not bad. Probably knows them people. They know him personally. Probably will work with him if he something happens. You know what I mean? Family illness. They work with him. Probably could take 3-4 days off. They wouldn't even say nothing. They'd be like, yeah, take as much time as you need. When you talk about money, you got to also factor that in, and that is livelihood. You have family and you have kids, things pop up, and your employer being able to understand. My friend Scott, his kid got hit by a drunk driver. Tail his back up. SRT didn't want to get him home. They didn't want to get him home for that. And they were trying to fuck him. I knew a dude, his daughter was pregnant at Swift or something, and they tried to saw you delivering the baby, and he was like, I tell you what, come meet the truck. He's gonna set the truck on fire. He didn't give a fuck. So when we talk about money, I factored it in too, in the quality, and for him that's good. For me, I got to be making $1,000 a week, $800 to $1,000 a week. Got to be. Got to be. Anyway, I just feel as though when you're looking at these disruptions all over the world, you're looking at the disruption of capitalism. The disruption of, it's like when you throw a rock in a pond, there's ripples. And something that happens here affects folks over there. And that's how I see these protests all over the world. To me, it's kind of interesting to see them. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like, man, well, with this stuff going, I don't want to see anybody get killed. I don't want anybody to die because of my curiosity, of okay, how far you guys want to take it. I don't want to see anybody die. I don't want to sound morbid, because folks will sit here and tell me, well, Josh, why you're curious, people are dying. Because when police get to the point to where they have to pull their guns out in the crowd, I've said it before, that really shows you they're not in control. They're not in control. They're not in control at all. That's a real major breakdown in civilization. Peace out.